So, driving home right now from a martini, my Megan, and having to my videos, my vlog. Yesterday was my first vlog that was November 13th, 2018. Today is November 14th, 2018. I won't really be looking at the video because I am driving down the highway. So, bear with me, shooting in as much as I can. I decided to do my vlog on the school because some of the best friends knows that it's going to be something that I need to plan back in a lesser amount of time because I do have to work tomorrow. I worked this morning and went to a marketing meeting an hour away from my house. I'm currently driving down the road with this little tiny light on, you know, and see me. But it's not expected. So, this vlog is centered around, it's going to be, by the end of it, you're going to realize what the name of it means for vlog to you is why November 14th is important to me, and why you have to be the person that you're done with something. Doesn't matter what, I understand, like, everybody's trying to think and they know best, or maybe they're right. But like, you have to be the one to decide that in your soul, like, they are right. Them telling you isn't necessarily going to help at all. So in this situation, so why November 14th is important to me is 2 years ago today, on November 14th, 2016, I had children. Their names were Spencer, Alan, Skylar, Anthony, and Sawyer Lee. I had 2 boys and a girl. Sawyer was my precious little baby girl. I had them at 3:16. I had went to the hospital several times leading up to my delivery. Every hospital, I went to several different hospitals within a 48 period. Every hospital that we have said, something's wrong. Ultimately, what I found out was I was leaving. Finally, the last hospital that I went to, they're like, well, you have an appointment tomorrow with the OB at a children's hospital an hour away, where I was just actually coming from. They're like, you have an appointment with them tomorrow, like, you're fine, everything seems to be fine, whatever, you know. They had me hooked up to monitors, they had me, they took my blood, they gave me fluids, they're like, well, maybe you're just dehydrated, they took blood, they did tests, and everything came back fine, and they had monitors on me, and something was popping up, and also seeing 5 hospitals. I went to 5 different hospitals around my area, and no one did anything for me. Ultimately, what it I had all of my contractions was in my back, in my lower back. They would have known, and they would have been able to check to see if I was in labor before it was too late. My children died of asphyxiation. I was 2 little pregnant with 3 children. All of them weighed less than 2 pounds. I think my son, I'm such an bad mom, for real, weighed in a pound and 3 ounces. My daughter weighed in at a pound and an ounce. And her speed, they only caught it for a month, they used it. They only caught it once that first day, and then after that, they told me there was a chance that he would survive. There was also a chance that my body would absorb it because of how little it was. I didn't know what it meant. I just wanted to make sure my kids were fine. I didn't care. I went to all the special appointments. I went to the genetic specialist. I went all of the extra appointments I could have, weekly appointments that I was free. This wasn't the first day that I was going to talk about it. There was after about a month of knowing I was pregnant, we knew there was twins. I eventually told them that they found the third baby. Not done this specific test. Like, we wouldn't even realize there was a third baby, and then we could have went your whole pregnancy not knowing there was a third baby. We could have all the other cells and babies that felt different in my stomach, and that could make my other son difficult. And so basically, I had them on November 14th, their dad's birthday. Their dad's birthday that day. There was a bunch of controversy about my pregnancy, about me going into labor. Like, everything just hit the fan. I spiraled into depression. I tried to sleep. That's not why I'm wearing this book. It's not why my nose is here. It's not why I got the shit. I do, however, still have this mark right here on there. I break myself. I have marks on my stomach. I have on my inner thigh. Anybody who wants to know me, I've lied the past 2 years about what these months are from. I've literally told everybody under the sun that they're from a stone, from the spiral. I burned myself. I tried to overdose on pills. I started drinking. I did everything that I knew my body could handle because I didn't want it to. And I know it. And I understand this. I actually have this on my phone in my ear because my story is not over. And not necessarily where you're going to be at another month, in another season even. You have to understand it gets better. It's not over. This is not the worst thing that's happened. As I said, today is their father's birthday. They received this happy birthday, so I'm not going to text me happy birthday to an apple. I'm not going to tell you his name. I will talk about him, but I'll call him Peter Pan. Anybody who knows me, they'll know I've called him Peter Pan for the past 3 years. So that's actually the next part that I'm going to talk about as to the opportunity to tell yourself that I've been off and on with him for 3 years. Obviously, we had our kids 2 years ago. This year, I had surgery, which as of this morning, I'm down 100 pounds. I had my surgery May of this year, and at the end of me and my triplet father got pregnant. We lost contact last year, pretty much all of 2017. I think it was just kind of hard for both of us to be able to deal with each other. Like, I couldn't look at him without seeing that. And it was a real, like, tough talk for me, where I see him, and it hurt. It broke. Because I couldn't look at him without blaming myself. Like, what could I have done better? Yes, I went to the hospital almost every day leading up until I had them and lost them. But what else could I have done? What more could I have done? I should have told them, no, I'm not leaving this, so you tell me what's wrong right now. When, presumably, to everybody in there, I'm just this severely pregnant, hormonal lady who has nothing wrong with her, but needs to just go home and rest. And not, like, my water had broke. I didn't know I was leaking ambulance, so that's why they died in asphyxiation. And their cords had wrapped around their neck when trying to assist the person out. They hooked them up to monitors. They didn't really, I feel in myself that they didn't do all that they could to save me. And I mean, my one son, like, there really wasn't anything that they could have done for Spencer. But for Spencer and Sawyer, I feel like they could have done more. They were there. They could have done more than what they did. There's always that, why didn't you do more? And what could I have done better? You're always going to ask yourself in any situation, why what you did wasn't enough? Why you weren't enough? And going into that, I've always in this relationship, okay, because it was off and on for 3 years, completely off now, but because I've decided I'm done. I'm not the one who necessarily is in a relationship with technically Peter Pan intimate, but I've decided, like, I'm done. I'm letting you go. I'm trying to be happy, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be happy. I'm excited to strive. I'm excited to be the person that I know that I can be, and I'm definitely excited to start a new chapter. And that's what I need to do, what I'm gonna do. So basically, we were off and on in a relationship for 3 years. March of 2016 is when we started talking, is when we started hanging out, things happened, I got pregnant. Told him I was pregnant, 3 weeks later, had an ultrasound, found out there was 2 babies. Told him there was 2 babies. Peter Pan dipped out. He stuck around for probably another week, and then he dipped out. He stopped answering his phone, stopped texting me back. He deleted me on Snapchat. Pretty much all former communication that I was in, like, wasn't working, whatever. You know, we weren't ever technically in a real relationship at the same time, which is fine. Like, whatever. And eventually, there was a conflict. This week, my test was fine. My life definitely on. He didn't stop me though, so good. But that's what I was saying is, fast forward, I was shooting, had a bunch of people messaging me, your baby daddy is in a relationship with this girl, I know her, blah, 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 like telling me how nasty of a person she is, how bad of a person she is, whatever. Like, and at that point, like, he can be active on Facebook and be in a relationship with her, like, but you can't message me back about your kids. Like, I was upset. So I blew up on him. But I do. Blew up on him. That was the past 3 years. Like, partially deserves a medal for that, but pretty soon you guys are going to understand why he doesn't deserve this medal, after all. I love him to death. I still love him, but it's done. I'm finally done. And I can say that with a smile on my face, without tears in my eyes. Because it's been a rough, and we're only in the middle of it. So, fast forward, confronted him about this girl, asked her, like, so does she know that I'm pregnant with your kid, blah, blah, blah. He told me yes. Okay, and I remember this stuff so vividly. Okay, we're back. literally retained all information where I had already so much about this girl. Like, my heart and soul, my hormones in my body were like, hater, don't even know where, don't care. So that's the mindset that I had at that point in time. That's now how my mindset is right now. And she told me that she knew, and I was like, I'm gonna call bullshit on this. I was hormonal. I was pissed off. I was getting hormone shots. Make sure that I could hold my. And I was like, this. And she told me she knew her from her work. This girl used to be coming to her work all the time. At this point, I had already called bullshit on Peter Pan, and I was like, fuck you. Like, you didn't tell her shit. So she didn't break up with him at first. Like, my sister-in-law told her. My sister-in-law felt like the crappiest person in the world. So I bought her flowers and chocolates because I didn't call her off when he started like communicating with me more. And she told her, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you not to say anything because we were talking. So then I texted him and I was like, SOS, like, the company, they knew was supposed to me about this anyway. Didn't text me back till later that night. He was supposed to come over to find out what I was getting. And he was like, I already know. And I was like, what do you think you know? Because I'm not admitting to anything until I know what you think you know. He told me that basically he knew my sister. And I was like, look, I'm sorry. I'm the one who put her up to it. It's on me. I put her up to it. I never called her off when she started communicating with me again. The reason I told her to tell her is because you weren't communicating with me. And I do. Because I've been out. I've been out. But, so, sorry. This thing tracks my heart rate and everything. And it sends it to my doctor. It's a Fitbit that you can for it. And I have to wear it like all the time. And it's really, but, so fast forward, I was working 80-some hours a week, pregnant, was chilling, and I was working, not working, not doing anything. Started everything, the pain, everything. Although I was having contractions on the floor, walking around the floor at work, they were shit hit the fan because I was a private patient. You don't know what that means. Basically, if you're considering a private patient, when you call the hospital, they have to say, we don't have anybody in your moment. The reason that they have to say it like that, they can't say, my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law actually 16, and my little sister, they they all got out of work. My mom was at work, my brother was at work, my sister-in-law was at work, like, everybody was at work. They all got out of work, and everybody decided to the place I was at, to get there. By this point, I've already signed everything away. I've done the situation. I signed AMA form stating that I was leaving, and it wasn't necessarily against doctor advice because I hadn't had anything that during the day. But that if anything were to happen to me, because it was my own fault. They were not anywhere responsible for it. And that it may or may not have been covered by insurance for the duration that I was there because of the And so my mom tried calling the hospital for me. She had to call my phone and I had to tell my feelings because of the hospital. Which I thought she was on my medical forms anyway, that things are a lot business with you. The software like you didn't do with her. Oh, somebody we talked to. That's what I thought it was guiding when I said like I wanted to do a presentation, but I thought that they were going to be able to talk to my mother and well on my emergency papers. Well, they told my mom, and my mom's like, I can give you your social security number. I can do this for you. I can do this. They told her that, and I do, this isn't my real mom. Okay, this is, my real mom was on her way to the hospital too, but it was my friend's mom, who was like, I can give you all this information. I know it, whatever. She really wants to do this. We don't have to do. We don't want to be here. It's off the hospital. Safe type of thing. Clearly, I don't know. Like, it was rough. And the only reason she had all of my information is because, like, she knew where I lived, she knew my birthday, and she knew my social security card, my social security number, helping me fill out applications and stuff. All the meanwhile, like, my mom's on the way with my brother and all of them. Like, they wouldn't give anybody any information pertaining to me. So, shit hit the fan with that because nobody could have information about me being in the hospital. It was a big, huge mess. Like, I'm over it. I don't want to talk about that part. Basically, because of shit hitting the fan, Peter Pan thought everything was fake, everything was alive, whatever. But eventually, a month later, we ended up talking, and we ended up rekindling, you would say. A few months later, a few months passed, November, December, the next time was in February. Mind you, we rekindled, and I got pregnant. I lost the baby, which actually you can't even necessarily say it was a baby, it was a test. The baby never born. But I knew that I was pregnant. I told him I was pregnant. And so February 2017 to virtually February of 2018, fast forward to real life, had no communication. I'm on a dating app, and it was like, it's funny. Every time you're single, you end up on this. I was on this site full with people. Like, I'm rude as guys. Like, it's bad. I'm real rude. And basically, I was like, what? Like, I'm not trying to make fun of you for being on the site. Clearly, I'm still on the site. I was like, I'm on it for a different reason than you are. Because I was just being rude as fuck to every guy that talked to me. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, like, let's go do this. And they'd be like, yeah, when are we going to do this? And I'm like, never. And there was a lot worse than that I said. It was just kind of like a game. And I understand people's feelings shouldn't be a game. But this site, okay, is full of such douchebag tools and guys who just want hookups that I'm pretty sure probably have a shit ton of STDs. Which is mean for me to judge that way, okay? Because I usually don't judge people. But this is literally what the site is. Like, it used to be a classic site. I've had it since I was 11. I actually recently just relogged into it after being off of it for 8 months, almost, well, 7 months, about 7 months, about when I was off of it. Relogged into it, and I'm doing the same bullshit I was doing. And everybody's like, what are you looking for? Like, I'm looking for a relationship. And I was like, I'm not looking for a hookup, a relationship. I'm looking to chat. That's it. It doesn't go any further than this app. It doesn't go any further into my life. I have 3 jobs. I do not have time. I do not have time for anybody but I need to make myself happy before I can even remotely think about getting in a relationship with anyone again. If it happens unexpectedly, it does. And I mean, I'll deal with it. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is where you have to be the one that's chosen. You have to be the one to decide for yourself. Not your friends, not anyone else but you. And you need to decide to choose that. So, okay, real life now, fast forwarded to February this year, as the shit that has bullshit that happened, I know how you feel about certain things that happened between us, whatever. I was like, I just had a quick question, and it was about when we were together before he got his CCW, which if you don't know what that is, it's your concealed carry a weapon. I was wondering where he did the process at because I had wanted it since I was 21, and I got pregnant, then I got pregnant again, and so I never did it. I didn't have time, I didn't have the money. I had to worry about how I was going to pay for medical bills and how I was going to pay for diapers and everything else that included with children and with having to support yourself, which I mean, but so showing initiative to it, showing that you wanted to talk to me. I missed him. I don't know him about hanging out, whatever. He ended up hanging out. And then it all started again. And it's been a repeated cycle for 3 years. So it's been so I'm gonna listen to that beat for a second. I'm home finally. So okay. Had surgery beginning of May. I'm down 100 pounds as of this morning since I had surgery. And I'll talk about surgery tomorrow. But got pregnant at the end of May, about 2.5 weeks after I had surgery, which they said with rapid weight loss would make your estrogen go up, your hormones go up, and everything, and basically be fertile, which was me. Anyway, I wonder if I can do this. Hey, I did not think of this whole time. Now I'm not so creepy. But so got pregnant at the end of May. Found out towards the end of June. I literally had blood drawn on June 19th. I remember the day specifically. Had blood drawn June 19th. Had a condom break June 20th. The initial condom that broke that I did not know broke was May 28th. Because I tracked these things because especially with rapid weight loss and everything, I was like, no, like this isn't happening. I had birth control and I had NuvaRing. Maybelline works for some women, but with rapid weight loss, it basically cancels out my Maybelline because Maybelline is just something you put in and you can take out. So found out, okay, blood drawn the 19th, condom break 20th of June. A week later, I'm getting sick. I feel like crap, and I'm like, look, like I'm just tricking my body into thinking, oh my god, we got pregnant. Call my doctor. I'm like, something's got to give. Like this has to be something with surgery, where I'm getting sick constantly now. Left a voicemail. They were on lunch. The nurse called me back and told me. She told me I needed to come in for more tests. I needed to come in to have more blood work done, to do a P test to see if it showed up, to check my hormone levels, and all of these other things. Your sugar, your iron, everything. Because I just had surgery and I wasn't even taking my vitamins yet to make sure that I'm getting all of the stuff in me that I need. I'm still really bad at taking my vitamins, okay? Like, I'm really bad at it. Because I'm supposed to take them all, the vitamin with iron. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also supposed to take calcium. I don't. I'm not lying. Um, Found out I was pregnant. Texted him the same day. I was like, can you come over after work? We need to talk. It was the middle of the week. It was a Wednesday. He worked second shift, and I told him, he's like, let me guess who fucked up with that condom. And I was like, not with the condom you thought. It was the night that he came home from vacation. And I felt like it was my fault. I told him it was my fault. He took part of the blame. You know, like he could have said no. He could have not came over. Like I told him, I was like, why use reverse psychology on you? I was like, well, fine. You don't want to come over, then whatever. I was like, it's because you don't want me. You don't like me. Whatever. I used reverse psychology on him to get him to come over. And I knew what I was doing. You're not always protected by birth control and condoms to be. Got pregnant. End of June, fast forward, got in a relationship June 29th, a week after we found out I was pregnant, and a week after I told him. Because I thought out told him, I was like, I don't want a baby daddy. I want a family. And I feel like that's where I went wrong. Because I feel like he felt pressured to be in a relationship. But the thing is, it's not my fault. It's not. Fast forward to the pregnancy. I had blood work done at 9 weeks. Found out at 10 weeks what I was having. There was one precious baby boy in my stomach. Planned on naming him after his brother. His brother had passed away when he was 16. Fast forward, I went back to the same job I was working when I was pregnant before with our triplets. Because this is the same guy who I was pregnant with before. And got hit in the stomach. I had subchorionic hematoma, which is bleeding in 20% of women. No, 25% of women during the first 20 weeks of their pregnancy. Sometimes it causes miscarriages. Sometimes it causes the placenta to detach from the uterine wall. Sometimes it's just there and nothing happens. I got hit in the stomach really hard with a big metal tub at work. I left work at 3 a.m. that morning. I was third shift. I went in early at 7 p.m. I stayed until 3 a.m. I took an early out. And I called them. I was like, this is what happened. And I charged my doctor. She said to wait until the morning and come in immediately. Because she already knew nobody was going to do anything for me at the ER. They were just going to be like, you're not bleeding, you're fine, go home. That's what they always do. Nobody takes my voice seriously. If you're pregnant or you know somebody who's pregnant and they feel like they're not getting their voice listened to, you need to tell someone. Like, you need to say something to your doctor. You need to be like, look, you're not addressing my concerns the way that I feel you should be. And if they're not, find another doctor. Find any doctor. Seriously. Like, I'm not kidding. I've had way too many pregnancies, way too many miscarriages for anybody to tell me anything different. If somebody's not taking your voice seriously, find a new doctor. I'm serious. Because I feel like if I would have found a different doctor, a better doctor than the ones that I kept seeing for my triplets, my kids would be here. At least two of them. So, fast forward, got hit in the stomach. Part of the placenta detached from the uterine wall. Doctor said it seemed fine. Other than that, I started bleeding again. It was rough. It hurt. She took me off work for the next week. The bleeding stopped. She said I could go back to work. She told me she was going to schedule me appointments in the morning to get checked every morning, or to go in and get my blood pressure checked every morning, so that I was only working 8 hours a day, so I wasn't getting forced to work overtime. She's like, I don't want you going in early as much, and with these appointments, they can't keep you over. And I was like, okay, okay. She's like, and you need to take it easy. No acting like a monkey, because I'm that person. I'm bigger, I admit that. But I'm the person that crawls around like a monkey, because I can do it. Whatever. Fast forward, got into a fender bender in my friend's car in a different state. The state that's no fault state. And the rest of the placenta detached from the uterine wall. My body threw itself into a miscarriage, and I found out I was losing my son. I had just had an ultrasound. I was 16 weeks when I lost my son. I had just had an ultrasound at 15 weeks. At 15 weeks, he was measuring 13. He was measuring behind. Which sometimes that happens because the way that they figure out how far you're pregnant, sometimes you're measuring differently than what you should be, technically. It's all a real bogus way of effing you over, guys. So, I'm trying not to cry, because it's still raw. It just happened in September. Found out I lost my son. Started drinking. Left, um, I went 3 hours away for a weekend for one of my jobs. It was just a fun weekend. I drank. From the moment I got there to the morning I was leaving, I drank and I drank and I drank. Because I knew when I came home, I would have to tell him that I'm lost. I knew that I had to have that conversation. I tried to have that conversation before I left, and he couldn't. So I was like, when I get home, we have to talk. You need to come over, we need to talk. Let's have a conversation, having over the phone. He never said anything about if anything's wrong with the baby or anything in our relationship at this point. Mind you, our relationship was never perfect. Not at all. Not once. Not even for a week was it anywhere remotely close to being perfect in 3 years. let alone in the officialness of us being together from June, the end of June to up until this past Sunday. It's never been perfect. There's never been anything perfect. It's been far from perfect. And I didn't want perfect. I wanted him. So come that night when I get back from vacation, I almost didn't go on vacation because I wanted to sit in my bed and cry. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't tell anybody that I lost him. Didn't tell my mom. Didn't tell my sisters. I didn't tell my best friend. I bottled it all up and I cried. The 3-hour drive, I cried. I calmed myself down. I wiped my eyes. I made sure I didn't look all puffy. And I went into that cabin and I acted like nothing was wrong until they brought my son up. And I told them. And I told the next people that showed up to the cabin when everybody was there. I told everybody, and then I took. That's all I did. Everything. I drank, played in the hot tub, I ate food. I gained 6 pounds in this weekend. It was bad. And when I came home, things happened, but I had to tell them, and I told them. It was rough. It's, it's never going to be an easy conversation to have, ever. But I told him, and the look in his eyes. I asked him, like I told him, I was like, like, you want to leave, leave, like, it's up to you. If you don't want to be with me, you don't have to be with me. Like, I understand, like, this isn't the first time we've lost a baby. Like, I would understand completely if you wanted to cut and run. I felt like a failure. The one thing as a woman that I'm supposed to be able to do is have a baby. And I've lost so many. I've had 6 stillborn children and 4 miscarriages. And I'm only 24 years old. And no one doctor can tell me what is wrong. Currently, I'm going to be very, very wise on who I share this video with. Currently, I'm pregnant with his baby. And yes, that's a plural baby. The night I came home from vacation, we got pregnant. So far, they're healthy. So twice a week, every week, I have this thing. I send everything to my doctor to make sure that we're fine. On my chart, my doctor, if she's not by her my chart, she texts me nightly, checks on me, make sure everything is fine. I'm 6 weeks pregnant. Sunday, my best friend messaged me and asked me if anything happened between me and Peter Pan. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? He sends me screenshots. He didn't break up with me, and he was in a relationship with somebody else on Facebook. We were never in a relationship on Facebook because he didn't want the drama, but he was in a relationship with this girl on Facebook. I saved the pictures my best friend sent me. Mind you, this is pathetic that my best friend knew before I did, because he's in Germany. I saved them and I texted him and I was like, what the fuck, you're cheating on me and I'm pregnant. Mind you, I thought he knew that I was pregnant because of a different situation that happened where one of my so-called friends were texting him And after I had taken the test, finding out I was pregnant, and then gotten a blood test and finding out I was pregnant, he had texted his phone number and said that I was pregnant, and he thought I should me because I wasn't ready. I planned on waiting until the end of the month before I told him, but I snapped, and I told him. And his reply back was, from me sending him the screenshots and saying, what the fuck, I'm pregnant and you're cheating on me, was, we're done. After he's already in a relationship with somebody else. Clearly, we're done. Because I'm not being a second piece to anybody. The thing is, though, like, I feel guilty. Because throughout our whole relationship the past 3 years, it's always been what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? What should I have done? What what should I have done that would have made him want me more? What could I have done to prevent this? Why am I the way I am? And it was because whether he realizes it or not, he is emotionally manipulative to where I would voice how I feel about something and he would turn it around on me where I then felt bad, like I'm overreacting. This is all my fault. Why did I do this? And he was so good at it, I don't think he realizes he does it. I've always felt like I wasn't enough. I was never going to be enough. I lost 100 pounds and I still felt like it wasn't going to ever be enough. If anything, when I was 100 pounds heavier, he was around me more. So I was losing all of this weight and I just still felt so unattractive in his eyes. I felt like there was nothing I could do to be better, to do better, to be the person that he wants. Mind you, I've been down with this kid for 3 years. I've always told him that I would always be there for him. That's why I keep getting sucked back into the situation. But I'm done. It it sucked, and I cried, and I screamed. I fell to the ground, and I knew I was pregnant. Friday, this past Friday, I had an ultrasound. I found out there was two babies. There's two sacs. There's two little beans in it. I'm only 6 weeks, so I haven't heard heartbeats yet. I don't know. I mean, the doctor said they're measuring at 6 weeks. This is what, with everything that I tracked, this is how far you should be along. I'm due July 8th. They're monitoring everything. I'm getting the shots I need. I'm going to the doctor twice a week. I don't miss any of my appointments, anything. And it sucks. Like, I'm back to myself 3 years ago, where I'm alone and I'm pregnant. And you would think that would be enough to break someone. And I was broken. Sunday night, all through Monday, I was broken. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to lay in bed and I wanted to cry. I didn't want to go to work Monday. I dragged myself out of bed and I went to work. I didn't want to go to my meeting tonight. As of yesterday, as of Monday, I didn't want to go to my meeting. Like, I don't. Monday was a bad day at work. And then I decided yesterday I was going to smile. I was done. Like, because I started to feel like this relief off of my chest. Like, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. If anything, he didn't deserve me. And there's a difference between loving someone and loving yourself. And at this point, I have to decide to love myself over loving anybody else. Because I can't keep putting myself into a toxic relationship. And I hate to say it, but part of me wants to thank him. Part of me wants to thank him and tell him thank you so much for cheating on me. The shittiest thing in the world that you could have done to me. It could have broke me. It should have broken me. It did break me for a moment. But only for a moment. When I doubted in myself and when I told myself that it was my fault. It wasn't my fault. You know what your reply was to me? When I said, why didn't you just break up with me? Why couldn't you break up with me and then get into a relationship? It would have hurt less. It wouldn't have hurt less. His response was, you should have seen this coming. The pathetic thing is, though, I did see it coming. I lost their son. He got distant. Every time he would talk to me, it still seemed like everything was my fault. From the moment I told him that I lost our baby, he looked at me different. He talked to me differently. His tone was different. He blames me. I know he does. There's nothing I could have done. There's nothing differently that I could have done other than quitting my job and having no money and losing everything. I couldn't do that. I found out Sunday that he was cheating on me. He messaged him. He broke up with me. It was over before that conversation even happened anymore. But I needed that, honestly. He will forever be marked a cheater because he was in a relationship with somebody else before ending our relationship. And I asked him, I was like, did you plan on even breaking up with me? And his response was, yeah. When? When you get married to the girl? You can't just have two girlfriends. That's not how this works. We talked for over an hour. I told him about the appointment that I have. I'm now going to in turn have to message him and tell him my appointments are changing because my work hours are changing. But my kids are healthy from what the doctors can see so far. We're not out of the clear yet until they're born and healthy. But I'm getting shots that I need twice a week. I'm getting the maximum dosage that I'm allowed. I'm getting blood work done twice a week. And I'm happy. The one thing that I've wanted most in my life is to be a mother to children that are alive and healthy. And my doctor said that this is the healthiest pregnancy that I've had. And as long as I stay stress-free and happy, then I'll be fine. They'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need him. Not gonna lie, went slightly psychotic and told him that I was gonna make all the decisions because I am. I pissed him off. Kind of funny. Really funny, to be quite honest. But I told him his girlfriend wasn't allowed around my kids, which is true. She's not. Any girl that he doesn't date and marry will not be allowed around my kids, which is pointless. And he's like, well, they're mine too, so I should have a say. And my rebuttal was, take me to court. And an asshole move, but I know he won't. I know he won't take me to court. So maybe someday he will. And I fear if he's around. And you know what? I'm not scared for it. I'm not scared for him not to be around because I'm relieved. I'm relieved that it's over. I'm slightly sad that it's over. Like, after 3 years of doing everything in my power of trying to communicate with him and be with him and show him that, like, I've been down with him from the start. It's over. And, like, I decided that. He broke up with me, sure, whatever. But who's to say he wouldn't have tried to come back? And he might, but I'm done. It won't happen for me. He could try, but I won't let it happen. He cheated. And honestly, that's why I said that I think I needed it. I think I needed for him to cheat on me. I think I needed to find out that he was cheating on me because I feel free. I feel so free and so relieved. I feel like there's this huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and I'm coming to realize that it wasn't ever me, it was always him. I didn't do anything wrong. I loved him unconditionally. I was there for him when he needed me. I took the constant reminder of the fact that he was too busy to do this with me, or too busy to do this with me. I let him do whatever he wanted when we were in a relationship. I sat at home, night in, night out, by myself, feeling like I was the worst person in the world. And I'm not. Feeling like I was ugly, like I wasn't anything worth anything. Because the one person that I wanted the most said they wanted me, but showed they didn't. And I'm happy. I want him to be happy. If being in a relationship with her is what will bring him happiness, by all means, be happy with her. That's fine. The way he did it was a really shitty way, but to be honest, if she was willing to get in a relationship with somebody that was already in a relationship, they deserve each other. I've heard stuff about her. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter who she is. It doesn't even matter who he is. I've heard a lot of stuff about her, and they deserve each other if they're both willing to fuck somebody over so much. And I said it to him on Sunday, and I'll say it till my face is blue. I feel like the only reason that he stayed in our relationship for as long as he did was to lock in the fact that I said we could name our son after his brother. And the thing is, though, I made the promise that I would do that no matter what happened between us. So if one of these two babies in my stomach is a boy, he'll still be named after his brother. So hopefully he learns to step the fuck up. And hopefully he realizes that becoming my friend and being there for me and his kids will work in his advantage. Because I don't have to work with him. I don't have to be nice. I don't have to let him see his kids until he would take me to court. And I'm gonna let him do all of those things if he plays by my rules. But I finally decided that I was done. And that's a big thing for me. You need to realize that you have to be the one to decide that you're done. One of my best friends, she screamed at me that night. She's like, you need to be done. You need to wash your hands with him. You need to be done. And I was like, but I am though. I'm done. She's like, no, no, no. You've said that before. And I was like, no, I haven't. I've never said I was done. I might have said it was over, but I never said I was done. And now I am. And I'm happy. I'm pregnant. I've got beautiful babies on the way. Because we make some pretty bomb ass looking babies. I'm just saying. They're pretty cute. But it just, I'm done. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what life brings. I'm excited to slow down and take a breather. I'm going to slow down when I'm working. Except for my full-time job, I still have to work that 80 hours every 2 weeks. I'm going to slow down my business, even though I just went to a marketing meeting. I'm going to slow down my third job, where I'm not working as many days, where I'm not tired. Because I have to make time for me. And it's a big realization that me and these babies come first. Everybody else comes second. If he doesn't want to be here, bye. But I'll promise him that he walks away, he's the worst thing he's ever done in his life. He didn't have a dad growing up. He doesn't need to lose his children to go play house with his girlfriend, his new girlfriend. I'm not even that mad. Like, I wish them happiness. If he sticks around. If he doesn't, then I hope it crashes and burns. Truth. But alright, I'm home. I've been home for probably a half hour now. The video lasted way longer than I wanted it to. I was like, I'm going to cram this in 4 minutes. And my best friend's like, why 4 minutes? And I'm like, because I'm tired. I cried less than I expected to. I've never really sat down and talked about everything all at once, especially with everything just happening this past week. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what life brings. I'm excited to see how this pregnancy goes. I'm excited to see what gets put in my life and what doesn't. I'm excited that I finally decided I'm going to be happy. Because I am happy. I'm going to be the happiest person in the world without him and this done. Alright. Stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog, which will be, I don't remember what I said I was going to say. Oh, about my surgery. I'm going to end this vlog because it's over an hour long, and I'm going to beat my best friend because I'm going to be like, what? You like told me to record on the way home, and then I sent my driver for an extra half hour. Have a good night, guys. I hope if you went through it, if you went through a miscarriage, you speak up. I actually have a tattoo that I got when I was pregnant because I didn't realize I was pregnant just now. I got this right after I lost my last son. And it says speak out. It's the pink and blue ribbon. It's for infant loss and awareness. I only got it when I was pregnant. I didn't realize I was pregnant yet. I was like a week pregnant when I got it. Oops. My bad. So there's my story. That's my vlog for tonight. This is Megan, signing out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.